Okay. Hi, everyone. Okay. Welcome to our Zoom show, 4th edition for this week. Okay. So my name is Catherine, the founder of Baba Mama parenting website and the principal brewer for Kombucha Mama. We have the usual suspects today. We have Dolly, a veteran in the makeup industry who has about 25 years of experience in this field. And also my co-host Elaine. Elaine, let you talk about yourself to everyone.
Thanks, Kat. Hi, everybody. My name is Elaine. I'm a lifestyle content creator on Instagram and TikTok with the handle @MsElaineHeng. I blog on this website, miselaineheng.com as well. And I'm also the founder of Elaine Heng Image Consultancy.
Yep. Okay. So during this circuit breaker season, we just passed the end of circuit breaker and we're at phase 1. And a lot of us still have to wear the mask. In fact, all of us still have to wear the face mask when we go out. But wearing the face mask gives us a lot of sudden skin issues, skin problems like acne and rashes. I think I have some over here. But today we have Lily Kew of Kew Organics and Grace Fu, Kew Organics Marketing Manager, who will help us to solve these skin problems and also achieve beautiful makeup-free skin during this circuit breaker period. Over to you, Lily.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lily. I'm from Kew Organics. Kew, not Q, not the letter Q. Yeah. Yeah. So I started this organic skincare because believe it or not, I used to have a lot of acne, and I had to cover with many layers of concealer, primer, makeup, foundation, and then even after I cover everything, I could still people could still see the mark, so much so that it has affected my social life. So what happened was one incident that actually got me into this beauty life was I actually when my friends asked me out, what happened was I had to go to the place to see if the place is white light. I would not go. I would find some excuse and say I cannot make it. So I would go and choose another place with yellow light so it doesn't look so harsh on my skin. So I say, Daila, I cannot do this for the rest of my life. And the weather in Singapore is so hot. So I cannot have that thick makeup and go around, you know, and I couldn't do any outdoor activities because then the makeup will run. So at the end of the day, I decided to enroll in beauty school. So long story short, from beauty school, I learned about the efficacy and the goodness of organic skincare. So I came back Singapore. I tried a few skincare brands, organic skincare brands. They are either too oily or too gentle. So it continued to give me breakout. But I really believe that the way to solve my skin is to go natural, because before that I went to a lot of salon and doctors, but my problem is still, you know, there are some good days, some bad days, but the problems never go away. So that was what propelled me to start my own line. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, we've come a long way, Lily.
A long way.
From pimple acne face until like now your skin is so good.
Yeah. I had pimple acne face for more than 10 years. And then after that, I'm in this line for more than 16 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. I mean, I see the changes. Yeah, from, you know, a face full of pimples to until now, it's like so flawless.
Yeah, it's possible. And you know what? The most important thing about it is not just not having to put makeup, but it's that freedom, you know. I never had that freedom. Like when I wake up in the morning, I don't have to worry what to put on, what to apply, and the time. I can just wash my face, put the basic skincare, and go. It's that feeling of freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with skin, the beauty lies in in good skin, no matter what age you are. And also, I think when you have a good canvas, like the skin is good, you actually when you put makeup, you will actually radiate. The radiance will shine through.
Yeah, so we have customers who like to doll up, who like to play with colors, you know. So yeah, what you say is correct. If you have a good canvas, even if you put on makeup, right, it looks very even and it lasts longer and it looks like you don't have any makeup on. Yeah.
Yeah, totally agree.
But you don't look like somebody who's got like acne before.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now it's like flawless.
Yeah, and just to let you know, I don't have any makeup on. Yeah, yeah, because that's our brand advocate. Yeah. So actually what happened is that why people have acne? Because their skin pH is off balance. Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't know that until I went to study beauty. Then I realized that you have to balance your skin pH and keep hydrating your skin. Then your oil glands will stop producing so much oil. Then from there, your pimples will subside. But in the market, a lot of people, they think that, okay, if I have acne, I must use oil-free products, I must use pimple cream, but that will only dry up your skin. And the skin works like that. If your skin is dried up, the brain will send a message to your oil glands and tell your oil glands that, hey, the skin is very dry. So your oil glands will speed up its production of sebum or production of oil. So as a result, you get more acne, more clots, more oil seeds. So the real reason why I can transform my skin for good is because I stopped using what when I wasn't in the beauty line, I visited doctors and I stopped following their method. I start using hydrating water-based product and I really balance my skin pH. And from there, the pimples never come back.
So what is a good skin pH? Yeah, because I'm just curious, like what's the number?
Normal skin pH is 5.5, but in our weather, Singapore, unless you are born very blessed, then you will have that 5.5 skin pH. Otherwise, most of us will have like oily combination. So usually it's about 6 point something, 7 point something skin pH. So if it's 1 to 7, it is acidic, that is under dry skin. If it's 7 and above to 14, you belong to the oily skin.
Oh,
So
okay.
a lot of us is more than 7 or maybe sitting on 6 plus 7. Yeah, but normal pH is 5.5.
Okay. So in such cases where we say that the skin is more acidic, can I actually gauge it from the foundation on the face? Because some ladies, right, after a while, the foundation color actually turn darker. So can we gauge by that?
You mean after they apply the foundation, then after a while it becomes darker, is it?
That's correct.
But the become darker is due to oxidation.
Yeah, so we cannot gauge by the pH oxidization that way.
No, cannot. If you want to gauge your pH, in fact, you have to clean your face thoroughly with nothing, not even toner or serums or moisturizer, just bare face. Then we have a machine to do the analysis for you.
Okay, understand. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's why in our salon, whenever customers come in, we will clean their face first. So when their skin is totally bare, then we will start to do the skin analysis.
So when you talk about skin pH level, right? Because some people they have like dry, oily skin inside but dry outside. So it means that there's an imbalance there.
Yes, for oily skin, a lot of us by nature in this part of the world, our oil glands are very active. Of course, there is another group where the skin, the oil glands are less active because they have lesser oil glands. So by nature, they have drier skin. But most of us have oily skin. But why is it that our superficial external layer is dry or lacking in water? It's because we are always under the sun or in the aircon. And from talking to my customers, I realized that almost everybody sleep in the aircon throughout the night. So
yeah,
every night your skin, your moisture, the moisture in your skin is being draw out, you know. So no matter how much water you drink, your external layer is still very dehydrated because we don't have water glands. We only have oil glands. So we can produce oil, but we cannot produce water. And a lot of consumers, they do not know that what they are doing to themselves, their lifestyle habits are actually contributing to a very dehydrated surface. Yeah, so it's very imbalanced. Yeah, so that's why we always tell our customer, apart from applying your serums and your moisturizer, you have to hydrate your skin throughout the day by using a mist. And I realized from talking to my customers, I realized that a lot of people think that mist is useless or toners are useless. A lot of people just wash face and straight away put the so-called the premium products, the serum, the moisturizer, but they didn't realize that the toner and the mist are very, very important. Especially you have to mist the whole day, throughout the day, every couple of hours. Why? You just imagine you drink water throughout the day to hydrate all different parts of your organs. So your skin is the largest organs. All the more you have to hydrate the skin by misting. So every couple of hours, say every 2 to 3 hours, you mist your skin once. So your skin is always in constant hydration. So the pH is always normal. So how can you get acne? It's very difficult to break out. And because the skin is in constant hydration, your oil glands will also relax in its sebum production. So that's how I say bye-bye to all the acne for good. So with my sebum, my oil production being reduced and I'm constantly in hydration, there's no reason for your skin to break out. Is it a bit technical?
Okay,
Okay.
still got you. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing is when we start to mist our face when we have like makeup on, do we leave it there or do we like dab it off after a while?
No need, no need. You don't, a lot of people think that, oh, I have to dab it or I have to pat it with my hands. So they find a bit lechy because sometimes they're outside, right? Then they can't wash your hands, then they have to mist, then how? So what we do is, our mist is actually, the ingredients is a combination of our essences and our serums. Yeah, this is the one, this is the mist.
Okay.
Yeah, so our mist is a combination of ingredients from our essences and our serums. So you just think that when you mist your skin, you are actually reapplying serum without using your hands. Why I came out with this formulation? Because I have used a lot of mist in the market and I got quite frustrated with it because after I spray the mist, right, after a while, my skin dries up. And some of the mist is like no effect. And some of them, after I mist, after a while, it became even drier. So I feel like my skin is very tight. So I told myself, okay, I have to formulate something when I spray on it, right? I spray on my face. I feel like there is a layer of protection. So we talked with the lab people, and then so we came up with the formulation whereby we take some of the ingredients, the hydrating botanical ingredients from some of our essences and our serums, then we put it in. So if you mist your skin now, you will feel that there is something sitting on it to shield it, to protect it, so that the environment factors will not evaporate, will not draw your skin's moisture. So it's in constant hydration.
For people with like oilier skin, people with oilier skin, when they do this misting, will it look like it's a little oily for like photography effects?
Oh, I must say that after you spray, there is a bit of a dewy look, a bit of a shine. So if you say you want to take photograph, right, then yeah, maybe you don't want to have that shine effect. You can just take tissue and dab it. But on a daily basis, if you are going out, you know, or to work or just, you know, your daily life, you don't have to, and you don't have to use your hands to pat it. You just spray it like this. and then that's it. So there's a little trick to spraying the mist, and that is a lot of people just spray like that, right? But if you spray it like that, you are wasting the mist because the mist is going to drop down. So what you do is that you tilt your head a bit, then you spray like this and like this and like this, so that it really gets to your skin instead of, instead of going down to the floor.
Okay, I must admit this. I have this habit when I do my mist on my face. I will actually put it about arm length away. I spray and I walk towards it. Can I do that?
Hey, this is for perfume, eh?
Right. Does it work that way?
You may not, you can, but you may not be maximizing it lah, in my opinion. Yeah. Okay. So if you do an arm's length, because you see, it's all water vapor, so it can, and it's very light. Water is very light molecules, so it cannot shoot so far if you do it arm's length. Yeah. So the best is probably this length, like this.
Well, that's why she got to walk into it, man.
So it sits on the face. Yeah.
Dolly, next time you must run.
Yes. Three squirt and then run towards it.
Why do you want to put so far? Why do you just put it nearer so you don't have to run?
Oh, because you know why? Sometimes when we have foundation on, right, and then we if we go too near, right, like here, then I scared like this patch start to like.
Oh, okay.
So I feel that is, I mentally feel that it's more even if it's further and then I walk towards it.
Right. So it's not targeted. It doesn't shoot at one particular. I think because the nozzle also plays a part. So this nozzle is like not so big, because I have some experience with some other mist when you spray, it's really like spraying plants up. It comes here, right? So I also had last time, and then I got to redo my makeup, and it's really not easy because I got so many acne marks, right? Yeah. So I realized it's the nozzle problem. So this nozzle over here is not too big, not too small. So if you spray, you feel it's very even. It sprays out very evenly, and it's very light, so it doesn't give you that. It doesn't smudge your makeup.
Oh, this is
about
Okay.
Your head up.
Okay, so this way.
Yes.
But remember to close the eyes, right?
Yeah. But can we open the eyes a bit? Sometimes they say that when you open your eyes, the vapor go in also quite good for the eyes. Is it good for the eyes? Or
your moisture, please don't attempt, not for the eyes.
oh.
You can spray eyelids, but not for the eyes.
Okay, question. So is this spray also very good for dehydrated hair, like dry hair? Can we use it on hair also?
Yes, especially when you're in flight, when you go for a long flight. After the COVID, I know everybody is dying to fly, Yeah, so when I do my long flights last time, I used the mist to also spray on the hair and the ends as well. Yeah.
Oh, you can use it for the hair?
Yes.
Try.
You can.
Interesting.
Very good for the hair. Huh?
You can, because it's all hydrating botanical.
Okay, I'm going to try on the hair as well.
See,
how far away should we spray?
Like this.
Well, I think must be near, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like about 15 centimeter or?
No, I think maybe 10.
10? Okay. 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then Dolly got no hair to do, so she's not
good.
But when I work, I deal with hair. So, question. If I need to tame down like baby hair, like little strands of hair like this on screen, can I use this actually to, like to neaten it up and everything? Can I use this spray also?
a good question.
Yeah, for a few strands, okay. But if you're talking about those very stiff, the texture is very stiff and hard, that kind, I think it's not possible because the molecules, the water molecules are very light. But if you're talking about soft, straight, soft hair, right? And a few strands, yeah, it can come down because there is weight in the botanical ingredients as well, but it's not heavy weight. Yeah.
Okay. So ladies, tame your hair down with this. Tame it.
So this one must put in the handbag one, you know, next time.
Yeah, put it in
Right.
the bag. We came out with a 50 ml. So 50 ml, you can carry it in your bag and then you can do your flying, no problem.
Okay.
So Grace, Lily, I saw that it has goji berries, right? So
Yeah.
maybe it's good for eyes. Also can open the eyes. Right? Spray on the face.
Yeah.
So it doesn't go on the eyelid, so it goes right into the eyes. Can or not?
Goji berries, basically it's got a lot of vitamin A's and antioxidant, right? So of course it's well known for the benefits of the eyes, but it's very good for the skin as well. It's very good for antioxidant and anti-aging. Yes.
So I also want to ask Grace a question. So today we were talking about, she was telling me that recently there's a lot of inquiries about acne breakout, eczema, and sensitive skin issues coming to you from the customers from the Kew Organics website, right?
Yeah, because recently there's a lot of customers who are facing this problem. These are the reason because they're wearing masks constantly, so the friction of it, and then the heat, and also the humidity, which cause the thrive of the bacteria, and then it encourages more acne growth during this season. That's why a lot of customers are facing a lot of such problems. And with that, I would like to say that in this kind of case, I would say try not to wear foundation or BB cream at the moment, especially when you're wearing a mask at the moment. It will cause more acne clog, and then there's a lot of breakouts that's going on. So moving ahead, I would like to let Lily to introduce to y'all how to demonstrate DIY facial at home during this stay-home period. So I'll move this to Lily.
Lily,
Okay,
please
so
share.
So the very important step to treat acne and to have this makeup-free skin, you know, a lot of people focus on, oh, I want to get the best serums, I want to get the best moisturizers. But really, what we at Kew Organics advocate is the basic. Start with proper cleansing. I tell you, when you clean your face properly, and I mean properly and clean and thoroughly, right? If you're really busy rushing for time, I tell you, you just miss your skin and you go, your skin will not have a lot of problem as well. But of course, this is like maybe one or twice, you know, but on a daily basis, you still have to put your serum, your water-based serum. But what I'm trying to say is the importance of proper cleansing. So what do I mean by proper cleansing? So a lot of people is like, okay, so I just clean my face. But I realized from my own journey, my skin transformation journey, I realized that cleansing cannot just clean like that. Because you see, we have our skin pores, and our skin pores is like pockets, right? So there are dust that sits inside. So when we clean our face, we are actually just cleaning the surface. And worse, because everybody is so busy in Singapore, so what happened is a lot of people, when they clean their face, is very fast. And when you clean it very fast, you tend to have a lot of pressure. So a lot of people, they push back their dirt into their skin pores. And then, so a lot of customers come to us and they say like, hey, you know, I'm using a lot of good brands, a lot of international brands, big names, but how come my skin still have oil, have this and that? So we analyze our skin and we realize that, hey, it's not actually the product's fault. It's actually the way you cleanse. And through our master classes, we realize, we ask them to clean and show us before we teach them the proper technique. Then we realize that a lot of people, cleansing is such a simple thing, but a lot of people, they use the wrong technique. So when you don't clean your face properly, whatever you apply, it doesn't sit inside, it doesn't get absorbed. In fact, whatever you apply, it may cause more clogs to your skin. Yeah. So how do I do proper cleansing? First of all, apart from using your finger pads, right, just to clean like that, you clean it slowly, and then you also don't use so much pressure. Just imagine your skin is a piece of tofu. The tofu is not the tau one, not the hard one. Yeah, first sentence that our principal, when I went to beauty school, our principal, that's the first thing she told us. When you do, because we got to practice on our classmates, right? So we are all amateur green, right? So she said, when you start to practice, don't press it too hard. Imagine your classmate's face is a piece of tofu, soft tofu. Yeah. So when you do that, you imagine that your pressure is very soft, then you don't press anything in. But that is not enough. I realized from my own skin transformation journey, I realized that a good cleanser must also have exfoliating elements. So what do I mean by exfoliating elements? Because I realized if you are going to exfoliate or scrub your face twice a week or once a week, or sometimes people totally forget about exfoliating, then you can just clean away the oil and the dirt. But what about the excessive layers of dead cells? That is a barrier, yeah, that is a barrier between your real skin and the products.
And
So
also makeup. And also makeup doesn't last if you've got like too much dead skin cells on the skin.
It's very difficult for you to apply for customers, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, and once you put on the powder, you get all the creases, you know.
They start floating, and then when they start to oil, it starts to slip off.
You know why I know all this? I was like that, you know, last time. But I didn't know it's because of the dead cells. I thought it's the makeup, you know. So I changed so many brands, but every time it's the same until I went to beauty school. Then I realized that, oh, it's because of the excessive dead cells. And you know, if you're in your 20s, okay lah, you can exfoliate once a week, twice a week, no problem. But if in your 40s, you cannot be exfoliating twice a week. It's not enough because our metabolic rate all slow down. So I'm in my 40s lah. So I came up with the formula. I said I must do something for myself lah. So I came up with this formulation, this Mandarin Asahi cleansing lotion. Okay. The Mandarin Asahi cleansing lotion.
This one.
Yeah. So why is it called Mandarin? Because of the orange, the citric acid, the fruit acid. So it's less than 1%. So so I use this to clean every night, with or without makeup. Because even without makeup, we accumulate one whole days of grime and dirt and oil, right? So imagine when you pour a glass of water and oil into a cup, they separate, right? The oil and the water don't coagulate together. So imagine a lot of people, a lot of customers, they go back, they don't do double cleanse. Straight away, they take their foam cleanser or their jar cleanser and they just clean. That is not sufficient because you cannot use a water, because foam and jar is water-based. You cannot use a foam or jar to clean as the first cleanse to clean away the oil. It will not be cleansed away. You need like a milky emulsion. And please don't use facial oil. Facial oil is too much for us. Unless you're doing theater makeup, then that's a different story. If for us, all of us, just normal makeup and all, just use an emulsion. Water-based, but with a tinge of oil. So if you press a little bit of the Mandarin Asahi, you press it on your palm, and then you feel it, you can feel that it's very watery, but there is a tinge of oil as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, correct. So this texture is just nice to clean away the oil, enough to dissolve the dirt, and the citric acid is sufficient to exfoliate some of the dead cells without thinning the skin, because it's less than 1%. And it is so mild that, yes.
Okay, so can we use this to remove makeup also?
Can. But if you are talking about theater, very thick makeup, then I would suggest that you use something that is richer, like Pond's, makeup cream. Then follow by a second cleanse.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was saying that this one, because when I clean my skin, right, and through my experience dealing with so many customers, I realized that a lot of people got beautiful skin, but their eye area, they have a lot of oil. Dolly, I think you will know, because when you do makeup for people, you look at them at close proximity, so you can see a lot of them, they can have very beautiful skin, but they have a lot of oil seed and lines, right?
I
Dolly,
have. Really, I
of course
have.
no. Yeah, Dolly, of course no, because Dolly has them.
I also have, and for many, many years, I cannot use moisturizer around my eyes. I've never used for, I think, almost more than, I don't know how many years, since I was young, since I was teenager. I never used any moisturizer or eye cream or any eye emulsion or anything around the eyes.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
That's why
Why so?
Because we get it very easily. Like,
yeah,
it's not even a few, it's a school of it. So I've got 2 schools here.
Maybe you can start using the Mandarin Asahi, because truly this is what I realized in a lot of customers. So, when we look at customer and we see this problem, and if we don't solve it, we feel very gawei, right? We feel very uneasy, right? Like there's something undone, like I make your face so beautiful, but you just have this thing. And then the thing is, when the face improve, then the problem around the eyes becomes even more obvious. Yeah, so we came up with this Mandarin Asahi, whereby it is gentle enough to clean around the eyes.
Oh, okay.
So that miracle happened. Then a lot of my customers, the lines, the dead cells, the oil seed starts to disappear. Because we exfoliate on a daily basis. And some of them, like Dolly, you will know, they put eyeshadow. So after they remove the eyeshadow, some of them has this natural pigment, like natural eyeshadow, right? Because from the absorption of the eyeshadow. Yeah, so it actually lightens as well. Okay. So it is so gentle to clean even around the eyes. And then they start to disappear, and then when they apply the eye products, right, it absorbs even better. So that's how we transform skin. Customer come in, they look like maybe older than their age, but after some time, they look younger than their biological age.
Should we start using?
Yeah.
I already started, Lily.
I was looking at you. How much should we put on our face?
Actually, it's very simple. The cleansing is not much difference. You just, what I do for myself is to spread it evenly. I do like this and like this. Okay. Yeah. Because like what Dolly is doing, right? You may tend to put a lot here, but by the time you come to here and here, it might not be evenly distributed. So I always put on my palm, then add some water, then I do this, and I do this, and I start to do this. And you do in big circular motion, not tiny circle. You do in big circular motion, and you do like this, and you do like this. Okay. Be very mindful, don't press anything in. You
tofu, right? Remember,
you are dislodging your makeup, you're dislodging all the oil. Okay, so I will not go over my eyelid, but y'all can do it, because I don't have my eyebrow, because I was born in the era where eyebrow, the fashion is pencil thin. So I don't want to rub away the eyebrow, because I'm very scared to go eyebrow tattoo. So I will skip the eyebrow, but y'all can just clean the whole thing. Then once you're done, you just take a wet wipe. I used to use damp cotton pad lah, but after now I got 2 kids, one 6 months old, one 3 years old. I got no time to use the cotton pad. I just take one wet wipe and I just clean like that lah. So you can either use.
Yeah, I think I'm not gonna do the whole face because as you can see, my skin is very sensitive. So
Yeah.
by using this area, it turns red, but it'll go down.
Oh, your skin is sensitive.
Yeah,
Then,
just now a little bit, you see, it's already a bit, but it will all go down after a while.
Then you can try the Elixir later. The Elixir hydrating serum is very good.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, and then if you use the mist without makeup, is your skin dry?
My skin is oily.
Oily, then you can use the mist and elixir. Okay, so once you're clean, right? So on a normal basis, I will go with my second cleanse, my jar cleanser. Yeah, but we skip this step lah. Then after you use your jar cleanser already, then usually I will use mist on one day and toner on the other day. So after I mist my skin, when my skin is about still 20% damp, I will quickly apply my serums. A lot of customers, they don't realize, they wait until everything is absorbed, then they go to the next layer. So this is not to say that it's not correct, but it is not maximizing the serum, because the softer and the more hydrated your skin is, the better the absorption of the next product. So after I spray toner, when the skin is still quite damp, like 20% damp, then I will quickly put my serum. So I will not just apply my serum, I will take my mist and I spray some on my serum. Then I apply. So a lot of people don't realize that. Why I do that? Because when you take the mist and you mix into the serum, and you mix into the serum, yes. And this is the serum, the Elixir serum.
So you mix.
So take the serum and you mix together with the mist. Why I do that? Because you give additional hydration, and then when you apply, you don't pull and tug at your face that much. So that delays the aging process because it's very watery, right? So you just have to do very light and it just gets absorbed. And thirdly, when you mix with the mist, right? You make sure that you don't pour too much elixir because you don't need so much. You have that mist. So you take just nice. A lot of people, they have oil seeds despite the fact that they use good brand. It could be because when you take your serum or you take your moisturizer, you take too much because you got nothing to glide, so you tend to overtake. So when you put your serum now, put your moisturizer, put your sunblock, just spray a little bit of the mist. Then you apply. Then you feel your skin is very hydrated.
Is it better to massage it in or tap it in?
Massage it in. Yeah. Then you can end to, not really to tap, you can end by patting. Give it a pat, a little bit like slapping yourself like that now. Why? Because you, no, that's good.
You know, you're saying that you should, like treat your face like tofu. When you remove your makeup, you should be, very gentle.
Yeah.
I feel very thick skin, because every time I really
only in the thick skin now, you don't have, you don't have only in the thick skin
sometimes I'm like, okay, get it off.
You're not alone. A lot of my customers are like that. Yeah. So then I tell them, when you clean, you treat it like tofu. But when you apply, right, after that, you can do like a deep massage, And then you can even use your knuckles to do a deep massage. Then you pat it. Why you pat it? Because you're activating your skin cells. So when you're activating your skin cells, it absorbs much better.
But we can also use those amethyst roller or like coal, right?
Can. The cold one, is it? You use the warmth of your hand to apply in first.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't immediately use the cold one, because then you tighten your pores, then it cannot absorb.
Oh, okay. Oh, a good idea. It's true.
Yeah. So you use the warmth of your hand to apply in first. Then after that, yeah, you see, cat is pulling too hard. Don't pull too hard.
豆腐。
过了不能吃的嘞。
After that you pat. You know, there's another tip that I want to share. Is the application of the eye cream or eye serum. You know, a lot of people, when they apply eye cream or eye serum, they just go round and round, right? So without knowing it, they are actually pulling and tugging at the eye area. So the correct way to apply is to take I don't have the eye with me, but the correct way to apply is to take the eye serum and then put it, spread it, and then you just pat it like that. Pat it. And that's it. This is like a mini massage. At the same time, you are stimulating the skin cells around the eyes, you know. So your skin will be very toned, very firm, and you won't have a lot of lines. And at the same time, it gets absorbed much better than going round in circle and pulling and tugging your skin. So try that tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Because some people have like oily eyelids, right? So I read somewhere that when you use eye serum, right, you should actually go on top here, like this way, instead of on the eyelid.
Yeah,
so,
that's what I do.
Correct.
Start oiling, everything will go into the eye.
Yeah.
Right?
But it depends on the texture of your eye product, because no matter how oily it is, you need to hydrate. Remember the theory I shared with y'all? Even though it's oily, you have to hydrate, because if you don't hydrate, the brain will send a message to this part of the skin to say that, hey, there's not enough hydration or moisturization. Then your oil gland around here will produce even more oil. Then it becomes a vicious cycle. So my recommendation, my advice is to use a water-based eye serum and then just tap it, try it. Then your oil production will be reduced. Then at the end of the day, you'll find that it's not so oily.
Okay.
Yeah, but just a water-based serum, like Grace, she was showing, she has we have our eye serum. Grace, you want to share a little bit about the eye serum?
The eye serum, as you can see, is very, very light. It's a serum, it's not a cream. So it absorbs like the moment I just glide on, you see it just goes in like that. You don't even have to, you know, like go circular rounds or keep going around. It's really, really, really smooth.
So only need to go like a little bit only lah, right?
Yeah, it absorbs very quickly.
And so
Yes.
Cat, this one cannot put inside eye.
Cannot, huh?
Yeah, I know. Confirm cannot.
But Kat and Dolly, now both of you have the Mandarin Asahi, so I will recommend that you start to clean around the eyes, you know, then you exfoliate the oil seeds and the dead cells, then you start to use your eye serum. I believe you all have eye serum, right?
Yes, actually I threw a lot away. I every time I use, I get the oil seed, so I give up, because every time you get the oil seed, I have to go to the aesthetic clinic to have it like a laser off, and it's very painful. So I couldn't use it at all. Yeah.
Have you ever used eye serums before?
I never used eye serum before, because I used a few times and then after the oil seed come. I tried many times. Not I don't want to give up. I try, and then after that I have to go to the clinic, laser off, and then after again many times in the end I give up. So I try. Eye cream, not eye cream, but it's eye gel and also not eye lotion. Yeah.
So I think your issue now here is you don't exfoliate, so you clogged it, you see.
Yeah.
Already there's a lot of dead cells, a lot of oases, and then so now you use the Mandarin Asahi, exfoliate it, then you try again. But probably you may need to exfoliate a couple of times before you try the eye product again. Yeah.
Yes.
For Dolly also the same. Yeah.
Okay, for me, I have the same issue as Kat. So I actually use like eye mask 3 to 4 times a week. So can I use this product and I squirt into the iPad itself? With that means a clean iPad without any products in it. Squirt this in, wet it, and then I mask it. Can the
Which
product be
product?
used that way?
Which product?
We
The eye product.
Mandarin as this one.
Yeah. So can
Yes,
I just do that like 3, 4 times a week? Just put it on a empty mask pad and then just mask it for 10 minutes?
Yes, yes, you can, because anyway, the eye serum is for you to apply and then stays there. But I would advise you to start to use the Mandarin Asahi first to exfoliate all the oil seed and everything first, then you start to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Then after you put the eye mask for 10 minutes, right, you remove it, right? Then I would recommend that you do a little light patting just to let it absorb everything in, and that's it.
Oh.
So
Okay.
actually, would you think iPad is better or like wet cotton pad with the product? Which one do you think is gonna work better?
I think actually use your hand and beat, because no matter what, some of the product is going to go to the iPad or the cotton pad. So a little bit there's a little bit of wastage lah. So I feel the hand and the warmth from the hand is the best tool to just pat it in. And at the same time, when you're patting, you're giving your eye a light massage. So it kind of stimulate blood flow and stimulate the tonicity of the skin around there. This is my opinion.
Yeah, I should try, because my fear is having it there for a while. Then when the skin start to warm up and oil, right, the product will get into the eyes. And rest
so I don't know how much you use every time you apply the eye. Yeah, because for us, we recommend our customer just a red bean size. Red bean size, then spray a little bit of mist, then do like that, like that, like that. It's very sufficient to go round. Yeah, just a small red bean size. Maybe you try it this way, and then spray with the, yeah.
Oh, great. You don't have to use a lot lah. Yeah.
No need, red bean size.
Okay.
Red bean, cannot put in the eyes, Kat. Red bean.
I think for you girls, because your face is small, my face is quite broad, right? I use red bean size. I think for you, maybe less than 1 red bean size, slightly less than 1 red bean size plus a bit of mist, I will do.
Oh, I always thought that we have to put a little bit more, because red bean size is very little.
No, for you, I think it's definitely less than a red bean size. Then you spray a little bit of the mist. Then you just more than enough.
I see. Okay. Can I check with you, because seems like the mist, you can mix it with a lot of products, right? Can we let's say for example foundation, and we mix a bit of the mist to apply? Does that work?
Oh, actually, I've not tried before. You can try. But also, I remember last time when I used foundation, there's like thick foundation, there's like more liquid foundation. So I'm not so sure if you apply mixed with the liquid foundation, whether it will be too runny, but you try that.
You can try, yeah.
Once, yeah.
Okay.
So usually, Lily, when people when people want to buy organic products, shelf life is a lot of people consider about that, because people always think that organic products last a shorter time than normal, chemical products. Is that true?
Yeah. Most people would think like that, because they do not know that actually there's a lot of organic natural preservative. Yeah, so I feel like sugar, lemon, citric acid, yeah. And Grace, you want to
Vitamin E. Vitamin E as well. Usually the shelf life I would say for our products is about 1 to 2 years, but it also depends on like the product ingredients, the organic ingredients that we use, and also the natural preservatives that exist in the products. Just like what Lee shared earlier, there are a lot of natural preservatives that are existing, that are naturally derived lah. So actually also because we're using the special Myron glass, so it actually helps to preserve the active ingredients. If you're not aware of it, Myron glass, it contains biohertz, so it helps to activate the ingredients, and then when it's applied on the skin, the ingredients will stay active, and that is how it helps to transform the customer's skin.
Yeah, so just to add on, Dolly, you're asking like, oh, my skin compared with in the past, right? It is like a far cry. It's been a journey, right? So one thing I realized in this journey is that the packaging plays a very, very important part. Like Grace, she was sharing, if the packaging is like plastic, or if we're talking about organic products lah, if the packaging is transparent or plastic, so there is no protection. And you know, every product has got active ingredients, but when there's no protection, the active ingredients already mati inside the bottle already. So by the time you apply on the face, you're just applying creams, oil, and water. That's all. So that was my light bulb moment, because I was like, yeah, I use so many products, but how come my acne skin, some days are good, some days are bad, but the problem never go away. You know, if the products claim that they are so good, how come I still have this problem? Then through my research, I realized, oh, it's the packaging. It plays a very important part. So we invested in this Myron glass. So this Myron glass is violet, dark, a bit purplish black. So it really encapsulates the products, and it really protects the product from doing shipment. Yeah. And this Myron glass has got biohertz. So it continues to stimulate the active ingredients inside the cream, the emulsion, the serum. And then when you apply on your skin, the active ingredient starts to work. Oh. And that's how, because our skin is a living organism, so it feeds on the active ingredient. Then when your new batch of cells is being produced, that is how you get younger and younger skin. That is how you get rid of all your external flaws, because you feed good stuff to the baby cells. Yeah, so that the Myron glass is very important. It doesn't extend the shelf life, but it doesn't cause the product to be rancid, and it protects the product.
So should I say that users shouldn't like pump it out and change another bottle for like traveling or small use? It should
not recommended. We have the ones travel size Myron glass. So we actually have a kit that sells in the small Myron glasses. Not recommended to transfer into plastics. Yeah.
Okay. So
because the exposure will spoil the ingredients.
Yeah.
The
so
exposure
like,
to the sunlight.
Keep this bottle is precious.
So you mean to say, Lily, can I ask, you know, with all the sustainable efforts these days, so when we finish, we take, we throw it at your stores. You have a few stores, right? I remember seeing them. And then, or do we bring to you and refill? Can we do refilling?
Okay, so we've been in business for 6 years, and then we have 4 stores, right? So you're right. The customers have been asking us like, hey, can we do something about it? Because they feel the bottle and they know that it's quite good stuff, like good quality. So their feedback to us is that quite sayang to throw away. So they ask, can recycle? So at one stage, we did the recycling. We collect back, but then we realized that it takes a lot of effort to recycle, you know. So in the end, we stopped doing because we're just an SME, right? So in the end, we stopped the recycling program. But right now, we are exploring to do refill packs. So we have the biodegradable, recyclable, those vacuum packs, aluminum vacuum packs that is safe for products. So we are exploring to sell those packs so that the customer can buy those packs home, and then they just they pump into the bottles.
Okay, so that means we can't go to your stores to have them refilled. Is that right?
It doesn't work that way. Yeah, because
So
when you
you
say
buy the refill home to,
you buy the pack and then you just pump, yeah.
okay, okay. And also, what's the difference between organics and naturals?
Oh, Grace, you
Yeah.
want to share this?
Okay, so maybe I'll just share a little bit. Organic, they are natural, but natural, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's organic. Being natural simply means that the product that they are using are plant-based. But it can be because they contain aloe, chamomile, all this sort of botanical ingredients. But they are not necessarily approved by regulations. So they actually, the formulation can contain other kind of like harmful chemicals, or they also can be heavily processed. So it may not be the best. It can even be potentially harmful to your skin. Whereas for organic, on the other hand, it has to be certified. Like for our skincare, it's actually certified organic, and all these are actually regulated by authorities such as USDA. So to make sure that there are really no other like harmful chemicals inside, and everything that we are using are certified as well.
Okay.
Lily, do you have anything to add on to this?
Any more tips from you, Lily?
Okay, sunblock. I just want to share about sunblock also. So during this period, where everybody has got mask, so my advice is that unless you're going to stand under the sun and expose for hours, so if not, my advice is you can do away with sunblock because you're already covering, right? And when you cover your face mask, there's heat. When you breathe, there is vapor and everything. And then if you, because sunblock is a tad oily, so and you have this mask on it all day, it is going to aggravate acne skin further. So this period, for a short period of time, if you don't apply sunblock, it's okay. Your face is not going to have freckles or pigment. Yeah. So this is one thing to avoid acne.
Okay. All right.
And,
Thank you,
and,
Lily.
and also just one thing. Just one more thing, because there's also eczema. A lot of our customers, they send in pictures to us, they text us like they have eczema over here. So what I want to share is if they have aloe cream, you can apply the aloe cream. Otherwise, keep misting the skin every couple of hours to hydrate it, so the healing will be faster. Use the mist.
Okay, we got you. Okay. So the aloe is good for calming the skin and to moisturize the skin, yeah?
Yes, yes. And the mist as well.
Lily, can I say that all your products are for oily skin? Or can you recommend a best-selling product for oily skin people like us?
Oh, best-selling product. Can I recommend two?
Okay.
Wow.
Elisa and the mist. Trust me, when you talk about oily skin, stop thinking that I got to use oil control products. It's just not going to work. It may work for a very short period of time, but if you continue using, you're going to upset your pH, your skin's pH. Then your skin is going to be too dry, and then it's going to secrete even more oil. So long term, it doesn't work. Yeah. If you really want to stop that oily skin that clogs and everything, hydrate your skin. Elisa and the mist. It works wonders.
So it works hand in hand, right? For oily
Yes.
skin?
Yes. But anyway, our products are not just for oily skin. It is for a broad spectrum. Aging skin, dry skin, pigment skin, dull skin, for all skin types.
So this is actually the magic to mix with everything.
The mist.
Yeah.
Yes, I would say so. You know, there was one period of time I traveled from Singapore to Israel, then Israel come back Singapore a few days, then went to England, then came back a few days, then went to Bangkok. So it's consecutively, and it is the mist, I must say, that saved my life, because all the different zone and different time and different weather, different temperature, but because I keep hydrating my skin, so my skin throughout the whole traveling, there wasn't anything wrong. No breakout, no dryness, no flakiness. Yeah.
So the secret is actually this product, right?
Me, Lisa. And when for oily acne skin, right? When you use the mist, it actually cools down your skin's temperature. So that also relaxes the oil production, slows down the oil production.
So does this mist also help for eczema on the body?
I never tried on the body before because a lot of customers say that it's too expensive to use on the body. Yeah, so I cannot.
You can consider doing something for eczema for the body instead of just for face only.
Okay, idea.
Yes.
Eczema is a huge problem in Singapore. I don't know. The more I talk about it, the more I hear people telling me, oh, they got eczema and all. Yeah. So I think it's a product that if the product can help somebody with eczema, then you should. Yeah, I mean, you can help. Yeah.
Because my eczema got triggered very easily when I'm stressed out. So it can be around here and here.
Yes, we have a lot of customers here, yeah, especially here, and it can be quite painful, you know. Yeah.
Even water, sometimes when, you know, we just tap a bit of water, it can be it feels sore.
So what you should do is relax. So this COVID, you are more relaxed, right?
I got more stress.
I think I'm really more stressed.
Yes. Like, you know, since we have time, so time to think for better things, new things. And the only thing we can do is to do better. So we just want to keep going. It's more stress.
I think with a positive mind, you know, instead of like, I see really large, just at least you think with a positive mind, right? Then at least you won't feel that, oh, so stressed. Yeah, but it's a good stress, you see.
Yeah. It's a happy thing. It's a happy stress.
Yes. Yeah.
But the skin is not happy lah.
Okay. Anyway, we are running short of time. Grace, you want to share with everyone the promotion and also the giveaway?
Oh yeah, sure, no problem. Okay, so to end off, I would like to share with you all the giveaway. So we will be giving 2 sets of our bestseller, which is the Clear Skin Essence and the Deluxe Hydra Nutrient Mist. I have the Deluxe Hydra Nutrient Mist with me, but the Clear Skin Essence no lah. But on top of it, we have a promotion that we are running at the moment. So the promotion is you spend more than $199. You can get a $50 facial credit, and then you can redeem it when our store open lah. Because now at the moment we are all temporarily closed now. And on top there's additional free serum. So the serums are actually there are 2 types. So we will actually recommend based on your skin condition. So it's actually the Q10 Pomegranate is for anti-aging, and the Ferulic C is for brightening. So this is the promotion that we have for skincare. And for facial, now you can enjoy a Clear Skin Deluxe Hydra facial at $88. The usual price is actually $170. And on top of it, you can get a free skin analysis as well.
Oh, that's very important.
So it's actually a very good deal.
And the facial is 90 minutes, It's not a facial.
Yeah, it's a 90 minutes facial.
Okay, thank you, Lily. Thank you, Grace, for sharing with us the tips. But anyway, today is our last Wednesday segment. So also with this segment, we're moving on to 1 episode per week for Saturdays. Coming up next week is this coming Saturday is still the same time, 8 p.m. And also today we have 2 giveaways. One from the Kew Organics, which just now Grace have already shared. It is in the caption itself. So everyone, if we become Ji Guang Qiang and then you didn't hear us, you can check the the caption. Also, for Makeup Entourage is giving away 1 hair and makeup session makeover, I think, worth $300 to a lucky winner. So everyone, if you see this or you tune in so late or whatever, you can rewind and see the tips. And also what you can do is check out the caption, what we have done with the promotion with Kew Organic and also the giveaway. But if you want to follow again the tips of how we do what Lily was earlier telling us, go rewind and take a look, because I think with our COVID, the circuit breaker phase 1, we still have to wear masks. We are still going through skin problem. Look at me, I already have 1 pimple here. So thank you, Lily. Thank you for sharing with us how we can take better care of our skin.
Yes.
Yeah. So with this, we end today. Thank you. If you have any questions, everyone, all the viewers, if you have any questions, do go ahead and type out in our comments, and Grace or Lily or myself, we will still answer the questions, or Dolly will answer the questions, and if we do, we can still highlight to float it up to Lily and Grace to see the questions to answer them. Okay? So everyone, have a good night. Bye.
Your skin is tofu.
Yes, the skin is tofu.